How to know if a person truly loves you. There is no guaranteed way to know if a person truly loves you, but there are a few signs to read in order to figure out what is on the mind of your loved one. If you would like to know if the person you love truly loves you back, then you have to pay attention on how the person acts, what they say, and what they do when you are together. Though love may mean something different to every person, there are many ways to tell if a person truly loves you, just has a crush on you, or just being momentarily infatuated with you. Notice how the person acts. See if the person can act naturally around you. Part of being in love means being completely open to the other person. If you find yourself seeing a whole different side that the person doesn't show the public, then that may be love. For instance, if your partner is pretty serious or polite in public, but shows a more goofy and silly side when you're alone, then he is really opening up to you and loves you. If the person shares his or her deepest emotions with you and is comfortable with it, then that is love. If the person is comfortable not looking perfect, tripping, or having food stuck in his or her teeth around you, gauge if the person is happy to be around you. This should be true even during a bad day. If your loved one has had a very bad day but lights up when he sees you, then that's a sign of love. If he is in love with you, then the sight of you or the sound of your voice is guaranteed to make him or her feel better, if only a little bit. The next time he is grumpy or has a bad day, see how he reacts in your presence. Notice if the person gives you googly eyes. Though this may be silly, check out your loved one's face the next time you see him or her. Does he look at you in a goofy, watery, silly, and adorable way that can only be described as googly-eyed? You will know it when you see it. You won't get this look all the time. You can spot it in the morning, or randomly across the dinner table. You may also be able to catch the person staring at you with the same expression. Ask yourself if the person is upset when you are. If you are suffering unbelievable emotional pain or are just bummed because you have the flu, then this should rub off on the person who loves you. If he truly loves you, then he'll absorb some of your negative emotions and will be very upset because he'll want you to feel better as soon as you can. Though he doesn't have to be as upset as you are, the person should clearly be affected by your mood, because all he wants is for you to be happy. Notice what the person says. Notice if the person talks positively about your future together. If the person really loves you, then the idea of you being in his or her future is an absolute given, not something that he or she would ever have anxiety or uncertainty about. If the person routinely talks about what you're going to do in the future, about what your lives will look like 1, 2, or even 10 years in the future together, then he is probably in love with you. True commitment means seeing a forever with another person. If the person talks about the future and always includes you in it, then there is a good chance he truly loves you. If the person talks about what your kids will look like, where you will retire together, or where you will go for your honeymoon, then he may really love you. See if the person gives you meaningful compliments. There's a difference between saying, "I like your new haircut," and "you have the ability to make me feel better no matter what." If the person gives you compliments that show that he really appreciates the important aspects of your character and personality, then there's a good chance he really loves you. Your loved one doesn't have to shower you with compliments all the time. It's the quality, not the quantity, that makes a difference. Determine if the person means every "I love you." Remember that there is a big difference between love ya and I love you. If your special someone really loves you and tells you this much while looking into your eyes, sounding earnest, and not wanting anything from you, then it's likely that he really means it. If the person undeniably loves you, then he will say it for no reason at all, not just because he needs a favor or because it feels like the right thing to say. See if the person really opens up to you. If your loved one really loves you, then they will really open up to you and tell you what they are thinking, feeling, fearing, and longing for. If the person really opens up about their childhood, greatest regrets, most painful moments, or most romantic dreams for the future, then it's likely that they like you because the person is so comfortable telling you about almost everything. If the person tells you, "I've never told anyone this before," then there's a good chance that he really loves and trusts you. Expect to be missed when apart. If you and your loved one are apart, but he still texts you, calls you, or emails you to let you know how much he misses you, then it means he can't imagine his or her life without you. If you go on a 3-week vacation and don't hear a word from him or her, then it may not be love. Hope to have your mistakes corrected. If that person truly loves you, then he doesn't have an idealized picture of you in his or her mind. If it's truly love, then that person will be comfortable with telling you when you've made a mistake, said something illogical, or acted badly. Though the person shouldn't criticize you all the time, giving you a healthy amount of criticism just means that the person really knows you in and out and accepts your mistakes as well as your best qualities. If the person never argues with you or never criticizes you, then you should be on the lookout. Make sure that the person truly loves you instead of an ideal version of who you are. See if the person truly values your opinion. If the person truly loves you, then he'll care about what you think, whether it's about his or her new pair of shoes or the political situation in your country. If he really loves you, he will ask for your advice and opinions, whether it's on big or small matters. He may feel self-conscious about asking for your opinion, but he'll do it because he loves you. He doesn't have to ask for your opinion on everything, only the things that really matter. Notice what the person does. Hope to be listened to. If the person really loves you, then he'll not only open up to you, but he'll also listen to anything you have to say, even if he's heard it all before. Though he won't be your lapdog, he will be around to hear your thoughts. He will nod and respond thoughtfully and not interrupt, instead of switching the subject to something he wants to talk about. Part of being in love is just being able to listen. It's not all about being able to talk. See if the person is always there for you. This includes those times when it's inconvenient. Sure, if you want to grab a drink or a tasty meal, the person is always around, but what about when you need a ride from the airport or you need someone to walk your dog while you're sick? If the person truly loves you, then he'll be there for you during the fun times as well as the not so fun times. If the person is only around when you're happy, lighthearted, or in a good mood, but flees the scene as soon as you are sad or cranky, then that is not love. Love is about being there for a person, no matter what. Truly loving a person means accepting all the positive and negative qualities of that person, and being around during the good times and the bad. Consider the nice things done for you. If the person truly loves you, then he'll do thoughtful things like put gas in your car when you're busy, do your food shopping for you, or bring you chicken soup when you're homesick. These favors don't have to be constant or over the top, but if the person truly loves you, then he'll want to do things to make you smile and to make your life easier. True love isn't just about what you can take from the person, but what you can give as well. If the person really loves you, then he will do nice things for you without you having to ask. it should be implied that you need a favor or help sometimes. If you have to ask for something nice every time, then that may not be true love. See if the person always wants to be around you. Part of being in love is always wanting to be around the person you love, even if it's impractical. If the person truly loves you, then he or she will want to be around you a lot. This doesn't mean the person will want to be attached at the hip, but it does mean that the person will try to take as many opportunities as possible to see you. Let them give you space. If the person truly loves you, then he'll not only want to be around you a lot, but he will also know when to give you space and let you do your own thing. If the person wants to be around you all the time, then that's not love, it's infatuation. As love matures, two people will realize that they still need to do things separate to maintain their own identities. If the person wants to be around you every waking moment, then that may be more of a sign of that person's insecurities than true love. Determine if the person truly understands you. True love is true understanding. Though it sounds lame, the person should really get you in order to love you. If the person actually understands your moods, knows what you want and what you don't want, and has an idea of what will make you happy before you may know it yourself, then that may be true love. It's okay if part of you remains mysterious to the person. You don't have to be understood 100%, but you do have to have the sense that the other person truly understands where you're coming from most of the time. See if the person wants the best for you. This should be true even if it isn't the best for him or her. If a person truly loves you, then he will understand that there are some things that you have to do that may not be the best for him or her, or may mean that you will be spending some time apart. If he truly loves you, then he will understand that you have to spend a summer on a remote island to pursue your career in marine biology, or that you have to go home early to get enough sleep for a test instead of spending the night with him or her. If the person only wants what's best for both of you at all times, then he is not